Hi, my name is Miss Kopicki. I am a kindergarten teacher. The kindergarten team and I wanted to put together a video of some resources and strategies that you could use at home if you wanted to practice a little bit extra with your kindergarten student in reading and their letters. So I'm going to show you a couple things that we do in the classroom that you might be able to do at home as well. So the first one is called a sound shuffle. And in a sound shuffle, we'll take a word that has two parts, like driveway, and we'll take away one part of the word. So for driveway, we might take away drive and we're left with just way. So for example, I would tell the students, say snowman, and they would say snowman. Say it again, but take away snow, man. Say rainbow, take away rain, bow. So those are, that's one thing that we do at school. That's called sound shuffle, and that helps the students hear a word that has two parts. We eventually go down to a word that has two syllables, and we take away part of the syllable. So if the word is pumpkin, and you take away pump, you would be just left with kin. After sound shuffle in our classroom, we usually work on the letter name. So I have two different examples of letter charts. This is a resource that we can send home for any of the students that might need one. We'll look at our our letter chart, and we'll say our ABCs together, and we'll say them pointing at each letter as we say the letter name. This helps the students know the correct name of the letter and identify it and be able to identify with the actual symbol of the letter. So we'll sit together and we'll say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it's okay if they're kind of singing the song, but they don't want to be going A, B, C, D and losing track of it. So part of this strategy is really just tracking to make sure they're saying the correct name with the correct letter. This will help in the future if the student is looking for a letter. Let's say they forget how to write the letter R. You can give them their letter chart and you can ask them to find the letter R, and they will just go through it and say their ABCs until they get to the letter R, and they'll be like, that's the letter R, because they can find it on their own. After that, we will work on the letter sound. So in our classroom, we use EL Education, and we use these linking charts, and this helps the student, these little symbols help the student with remembering the sound that the letter makes. So we'll say A, alligator, A, B, bear, B, C, cat, K, D, dog, D, E, echo, E. We'll go through the whole alphabet that way. On our newsletter, we have linked a video that does say the ABCs with the sounds. When we were all younger, before we had children, when we were in elementary school, oftentimes we all learned to say the letters incorrectly. So we're really focusing right now on teaching the children the correct way to say the sounds. So just make sure that if you are practicing at home, you can use that video as a resource to make sure that the children are practicing the correct way to say the sounds. After the letter sounds and the letter name, we will work on blending our sounds together. And that might look like at home you could use some different multisensory little toys. You can take any toy that your kiddo has at home. I took the little bears. You can use little action figures. You can even use Play-Doh. And at the beginning of the year, we really focus on a word that has 3 sounds or less, maybe 2 or 3 sounds. And every sound, at school we'll call it a phoneme. Every sound represents one little of the toys. So if we're playing with the word cat, they would hear the k, a, t. So that's how we break up the sounds of the words. And if we wanted them to read a word, we had out different letter cards. And if you need anything like this too, we can make flashcards to send us home as well. So just reach out to your teacher if you'd like some flashcards. So you would line up the little multisensory with the letter, and the child would say the letter sound. So before I even start this, I might ask the students, what's that letter's name? And they would say H. And then I would say, well, what sound, what phoneme does it make? And they would say O, A, T, T. Okay, so we know A, T, A, T, A, T, A, T, hot. It will take the students a little bit of time to get to the point where they're able to blend it, but just practicing hearing the three parts of the sounds is really important. The three sounds, the three parts of the word is really important for them to begin getting to the point where they're able to look at this word and read it, or hear the sounds and know what letter it belongs to. So those are just a couple quick ways that you guys can work on at home to help the students succeed in reading and learning their letters. Our goal is to have all of the students know every letter and the sound that it makes by the time that they leave to winter break. So if you want to work at home on that with us, that would be amazing. If you have any questions, if you need any resources that I just showed you, please reach out to your teacher. We'll see if we can put something together for you. I'm going to keep trying to make videos like this with the rest of the team so that we can help support you as you're practicing at home as well. Thank you so much.